fans. So this past Saturday, we had ourselves one hell of a fight night. I'm talking about a boxing fight. I'm talking about a rematch from back in 2019 to Nate Diaz taking on Jorge Masvidal. We already know these guys scrapped it out back in MSG, November 2019, and it was pretty much a bloodbath by Jorge Masvidal, pretty much stopping Nate Diaz. Unfortunately, it was an unfortunate stoppage. We all know this because the doctor stopped it. They said Nate Diaz couldn't continue. I'm not going to continue with this because you already know this. But what I'm going to talk about is this past Saturday we had ourselves that boxing match, the rematch, Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal. And you know what? It actually was a pretty good fight. You know, you got two MMA fighters who are known for their, their striking, but also, they like to throw in their kicks. They do it in their jiu-jitsu, their knees, the elbows, and whatever else they have in their arsenal. But this time it was just straight up hands only, and it was actually a very fun, a very good contest between two men. It could have gone either way. My personal opinion, it really could have gone it. You had Nate Diaz pretty much doing what he does best, pit pat, little by little, little shots here and there, long combinations where it'd be 6, 7, 8, sometimes even 9 combinations, and not really a whole lot of power behind it, not really a whole lot of thrust behind it or anything like that, where he's gonna pretty much damage Jorge Masvidal. He did damage Jorge Masvidal just a little bit, but nothing crazy, because that's just not what Nate Diaz is known for. Nate Diaz is not necessarily known for bloodying up his opponents or knocking down his opponents. He's known for pretty much damaging his opponents to the point where they get so tired they cannot continue. Jorge Masvidal, on the other hand, he was known for his power. He was able to disrupt Nate Diaz's rhythm just a little bit with his with some really good counter shots that really hurt Nate Diaz at times. Nate Diaz got cracked a few times, and you could see like, holy crap, Nate Diaz was in for it. And Nate Diaz had to stumble a little bit and stay back a little bit. So it really was a back and forth war. It really was, and I was very excited throughout the whole fight. I'm sure you guys were too. But at the end of the fight, it was Nate Diaz who got the victory. Now, I will say this: I do not agree whatsoever that of the judges. One judge had it a draw, which I definitely agree with. It could have definitely been a draw. But then a few other judges had it to where Jorge Masvidal was winning either 3 rounds or 2 rounds. I feel like Jorge Masvidal was in the fight just a little bit more. As a matter of fact, some people, maybe most people, feel like he could even won that fight because, yeah, Jorge Masvidal really was taking away some of those rounds. Nate Diaz was definitely landing a lot more shots, but Jorge Masvidal was definitely landing the cleaner shots and the more significant shots. So it really depends on what way you judge the fight, what way you see the fight. A lot of people definitely judge it and see it different ways. So it really all depends on how you view things. Me personally, I do feel like Nate Diaz won because, again, I view it as in if you landed more shots, you should get the victory. Even though, sure, you may have landed more powerful shots and did a little bit more damage, but hey, you did more, you should get more. You get more points and such. You should get the victory. That's just my personal opinion, but I definitely would like to know your guys' opinion regarding this whole fight. Let me know in the comments on what you think or who do you think won this fight. Also, let me know in the comments what do you think is going to be next for these guys. Just let me know in the comments, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.